Alright, Bioethics, this is your last video. So you'll notice it's your last week of school because you're a senior. So you probably won't have a whole lot of things going on with homework and tests except for AP tests, which many of you will have to deal with. So we're not introducing new content this week because of the online platform. We normally have finals during this time. Your job this week is to turn in all your stuff that's missing. In my class, I've got probably 3 students in the 7th period and maybe 5 students in the 5th period who have more than one thing that's missing. So get on to OnCampus, go to the discussions, do the discussion, and then email me and tell me that you did it, and then I will give you the points when I go check it, right? I will not just check every student, every discussion multiple times, because that's like an hour every time I do that. So you have to do it and then email me to tell me that you did it, and then I will give you full credit as long as it's done by Friday. That's right, Friday, May 15th. That's this week. That's this Friday. You have till this Friday to do it. As you're aware, there's a slight difference to the grade system with passes versus A through F. I don't think I have any of you who are getting a D or F, so I don't think this is really an issue for you with bioethics, so I expect to see very little P's in the way of grades. So that's that. You need to get that done, and a couple of you I've seen your other grades as well need to turn in stuff for them, which many of those teachers like math and science will probably be slightly less forgiving than your theology teacher, right? So get that stuff in and do well on your AP tests. Finally, we didn't get to cover everything that we wanted this year because of the quarantine, but we covered a fair bit. I think the big takeaway here is to be logical and reasonable, right? Make decisions that make sense. Don't just make decisions that feel nice or seem good but aren't good, right? Don't believe things that aren't logical, aren't true, right? Don't do actions which are unjustifiable ethically. And then in the whole context of bioethics, support positions that are ethical and reject positions that are unethical. Hopefully you've learned and developed good skills to create and recognize logical arguments, and you won't be the people who just fall prey to all sorts of things, right? The media says something with no evidence, oh, I believe it, or a politician says this, I believe it, right? Well, they might be right, they might be wrong, but you need a logical argument. So I hope you'll become the, young adults who think critically about all the decisions they make and the beliefs they hold. That's what we're looking for. So I hope I've helped you learn about logic and reason and ethics. Feel free to send me an email with any sort of things you liked about this semester and things you didn't like about this semester. Specifically, I would do it. I would keep this thing for next year, and I would change this thing to this for next year. Anything like that, any sort of evaluations, feel free to send me an email. If you're worried about your anonymity, create a burner email, do whatever you want to do. And then that's it for bioethics. So good luck in college. Make sure, good luck in college. And I'll see you on that whole senior drive-through thing if you'll be there. Good luck.